Welcome to Black and White Overnight. Game Show Network's salute to the bygone era of classic game shows, featuring some of your favorite stars of stage and screen.
Brought to you by Fleischmann's Margarine. So light and delicate tasting because it's made from 100% corn oil. And now let's all play What's My Line? And now from New York, let's meet our What's My Line panel. First, the popular columnist whose voice of Broadway appears in papers coast to coast, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
Thank you. On my left, a young man who's just returned from Africa for making a picture called Marrakesh, Mr. Tony Randall.
As ever, it's a joy to introduce the liveliest girl on my block, Arlene Francis.
And now a gentleman who has compiled one of the funniest books of the year. Something in it for everybody to laugh about, and it's called Laugh Day. And the man is Bennett Cerf.
Well, here's that big cheese from that famous prep school up in New Hampshire, known to his friends as the Stilton from Tilton, John Charles Daly.
Bennett, I'll have a hard time living that down up at Tilton School, but still, I'm going to return kindness for that unkind thrust. We're proud of you because Arlene has already noted that Bennett's new book, Laugh Day, was published 2 weeks ago by Doubleday, but also this week on Thursday, he goes to William Jewell College in Liberty, Missouri, where they're going to give him an honorary doctorate of letters. And congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Honorary doctorate of jokes they ought to have for you, Bennett.
I'll take that, too.
Because we'll have to assume if he's getting an honorary doctorate of letters, he's going to have to learn to write, because I guess you have to write letters. Well, that'll take care of that. Tony Randall, it's a delight to see you again on the panel, and I think that you'll agree when it's all over that we've got an interesting night for you. We're going to have our interesting occupations. We'll also have a famous mystery guest before my friends on the panel a little bit later in the program. But right now, our first contestant, will you enter and sign in, please? Spoonie Singh, right, sir? Well, Mr. Singh, I can tell from your dress, sir, and your turban that you are sick. Am I right?
That's correct.
You are sick. Could you tell us where you're from now?
I'm from Hollywood.
From Hollywood.
Right.
Well, nice to have you with us. Mr. Singh, may I present our panel?
Do you do?
And now will you join me over here, sir, and we will let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. All right, panel, we can tell you that Mr. Singh is self-employed and he deals in a service, and we'll begin things with Arlene Francis.
Mr. Singh, is your service one that I might enjoy?
I think so.
Does it have anything whatsoever to do with food?
No, it doesn't.
1 down and 9 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mr. Singh, since you're established in Hollywood, are your services used by the motion picture or television industries at any time?
Well, sometimes.
But they can also be used by people who are not in those allied arts.
That's
Is that
right.
correct?
That's right.
Does the service that you perform involve touching people in any way?
No, it doesn't.
2 down and 8 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Do you speak to them?
Not very often.
Not as a... It isn't necessary.
an answer in class.
Mr. Singh is antisocial, and it's very nice of him to admit it here, but it's not germane to what he actually does. The service he performs does not require that he speak
That's all right.
to
Give
them.
me a no, John.
3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Randall.
Mr. Singh, you're a remarkably robust man.
Thank you.
Does your powerful physique have anything to do with your services?
No, it doesn't.
4 down and 6 to go, Miss Francis.
When you perform these services, are you indoors?
Yes.
Do people come to you for your service?
Yes, they do.
Are they better off as a result of your service?
I like to think so.
We would have to agree that in a general sense, this would be the natural expectation. Since they sought the service and having found it, I'm quite sure, satisfactory in every way, they would carry away some sense of well-being.
Is there anything physical about what happens to the people that come to you for your service?
No.
5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Well, Mr. Singh, if there's nothing physical, is there anything mental involved in contact between you and your customers?
I believe so.
There
is.
would be some interplay, which we would describe generally, Bennett, as an appreciation of the service that was being bestowed.
Mr. Singh, is there anything involving anything like hypnotism or extrasensory perception?
No, there isn't.
Mind reading and what you do?
No.
That's 6 down and 4 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
But, Mr. Singh, you will agree that something does go on that makes these people come to you.
Well, we'll agree there's a good reason for the people to come and utilize the service which Mr. Singh has to offer them.
And
yes.
yet he is self-employed.
That's right.
So they're not coming to a judge or anything like that. So they come, do they come of their own volition?
Yes, they do.
Are you dressed as you are now when you see them?
On some occasions, yes.
But that doesn't play any part in your work, may I assume that?
Sometimes it does.
Well, if you don't talk to them, you can't teach them. Do you hand them anything?
No, I don't.
That's
Oh,
7
no.
down and 3 to go,
I'm
Mr.
sure you
Randall.
do.
Is special training required for the performance of your service?
No.
8 down and 2 to go, Miss Francis.
Is there anything in any way entertaining about what you do?
I think so.
Is music associated with what you do in any way?
Yes.
Yes, we would agree that there is music in connection. This is not to suggest that
But it
it's,
is not that Mr. Singh himself plays a
that's
musical
right.
instrument.
There's music in connection with it, just
I
as
see.
a matter of presentation.
When you do what you do people watch you?
No.
That's a tough one. This raises an area of... We will agree that in the total service involved, there is, if you will permit this, in the total service involved, watching plays a part, looking plays a part. So you go on that basis.
Is there something therapeutic in your work?
No therapeutics. 9 down and 1 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mr. Singh, we've left out animals. Have you anything whatever to do with animals?
No, I'm
Nothing to do with animals, and the panel has been stumped. Mr. Singh owns and operates the Hollywood Wax Museum.
Isn't that part of the entertainment world?
We agreed. We said it was. We said entertainment.
He said it was associated with
This is the New York Wax Museum.
This is the New York Wax Museum, right over here on my right. But it's right on Hollywood Boulevard, right?
That's right.
What do you feature in the Hollywood? Is it mostly movie stars, or do you...
about 60% of it is movie stars, and then we've got religious figures, world leaders, and we've got a tremendous horror chamber. That really appeals to the children. It's a variety show. That's about what it is.
A variety show in wax. Yeah, they're very popular. I guess Madame Tussauds in London is the most famous. You would agree
That's
with that?
right, yes.
But they have one in Washington. We're going to have one here in New York. Mr. Singh has one in Hollywood. And I have one right here on the stage with me. Thank you very much, Mr. Singh. It's very nice to have you with us. We'll have another contestant in just a moment after this word.
Stay tuned. There's more Black and White Overnight coming right up. This is your whammy. This is your whammy on the all-new Press Your Luck. Any questions? Whammy, the all-new Press Your Luck, premiering Monday, April 15th at 10 p.m. Eastern, only on Game Show Network.
Available for the first time in full color, the complete 3-year set of U.S. Mint State Quarters. All 15 quarters beautifully colorized by the American Historic Society. Finding the 1999 State Quarters is very difficult because collectors have already locked millions away. And now, with the release of Kentucky, the 15th State Quarter, passion for collecting these miniature works of art is building. Remember that the American Historic Society has issued less than 0.1% of the total mintage in full color. But now you can own the complete set from each of the first 3 years. These State Quarters are available in full color only through this special TV offer. Take advantage of this opportunity to catch up with the entire 3 years of State Quarters released since 1999, and to own something so historical that you'll want to pass it on to your grandchildren. And your quarters are guaranteed to be in choice hand-select condition. In this spectacular 50-state quarter program, each quarter is minted for only 10 weeks and then never again. And because the first quarters were minted in far less quantity, they are extremely hard to find. Because of this, their rarity and value could grow dramatically in the coming years. Don't miss out on this rare opportunity. Get all 15 state quarters by simply calling our toll-free number and ordering your complete set right now. And because you'll need a safe place to store and showcase your quarters, we'll send you a special free gift. Our deluxe display map, a $20 value, absolutely free. But wait, order right now and we'll add a second free gift, our special 50-state fax book, filled with interesting information on each state and its unique quarter. The complete 3-year state quarter collection is the perfect gift for you or someone you care about. But supplies of these quarters are extremely limited, so order yours right now. And ask your operator how to reserve the remainder of the 50 new state quarters before they're even released.
To order your colorized set of 15 state quarters, have your credit card ready and call this toll-free number. Each set ordered includes a free map and fact booklet. To place your order, call 1-800-903-0202. That's 1-800-903-0202. Call now.
Who were you expecting? Santa Claus? Thank heavens, Classic Hollywood Squares has arrived, premiering April 15th at 8:30 Eastern, only on Game Show Network.
There was 2 of them. One was all red. They took all my condiments. The relish, spicy mustard.
Red one, crazy hair, cartoon teeth.
Yeah, big googly eyes.
It sounds like the whammy, all right. Ask any questions?
Yeah, he said, who played Bob Newhart's wife in the Bob Newhart show? I said, Joyce DeWitt.
Wrong. Suzanne Plachette. No wonder he took all your money and covered you in crazy string. Next time, yell big bucks. No whammies.
Watch out, it's back. Whammy, the all-new Press Your Luck, premiering April 15th, only on Game Show Network.
Whammy, I got one right over there. Wow, look at the size of that purse.
Your pet's exact same heartworm and flea medications delivered to your door for less than you're paying now.
It costs less than buying from my veterinarian.
It only takes a phone call.
I saved a visit to my vet's office. I didn't have to leave home.
Pet Meds delivers my pet's medication right to my door.
It's cheaper and more convenient than buying from my vet.
I save time and money.
1-888-PET-MEDS. We deliver savings and convenience on HeartGuard, Advantage, Frontline, and all other pet medications. Call to order now or order online.
And now would our next contestant enter and sign in, please? Catherine W. Stone. Right here. All right. Is it Miss or Mrs. Stone? Mrs. Stone, and where are you from?
Madisonville, Kentucky.
Madisonville, Kentucky.
Yes.
Nice to have you with us. Mrs. Stone, may I present the panel? Now, if you'll join me over here, we'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is.
Thank you.
All right. We can tell you, Waxworks, that Mrs. Stone is salaried and deals in a product, and I think we'll begin with Tony Randall.
Mrs. Stone, is this a useful product?
Yes, sir.
Is it a product that is found in the home?
No. $1 and 9 to go, Miss Francis.
Is it a product that is now or ever has been alive?
Nope. 2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mrs. Stone, is your product used by human beings rather than animals?
Yes, sir.
Is it consumable?
Yes, sir.
Is it eaten?
No, sir.
No, sir. That's 3 down and 7 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Then when you say consumable, you just mean worn out.
Used
or
up.
worn down or used up.
Used up.
Is it used up by human beings rather than animals?
Yes.
Is it found outside the home? Yes. Out of doors? Yes. In the open air? Yes. Is it larger than a bread box?
No, I don't. It's never. No, I wouldn't think so. That's
Tiny bread box?
no, not even a little tiny bread box. That's 4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Randall.
I'm afraid I need a little clarification. Is this used by human beings?
Right.
And used up by human beings in its consumption?
Yes,
Is it made of metal?
You mean metal specifically? We would say no. You were not asking in terms of animal, vegetable, mineral. You were. Is it made
Metal,
specifically of
yes.
metal? No. 5 down and 5 to go, Miss Francis.
Is it made of anything that grows?
Well, now, I would say no, wouldn't you?
No?
No. 6 down and 4 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Not made of metal.
Mrs. Stone, is there anything dangerous about the product that you make?
Yes, sir.
Might it be considered some form of firearms?
No, we couldn't call it firearms, Bennett. 7 down and 3 to go, but congratulations, Miss Kilgallen.
However, Mrs. Stone, would it do a lot of damage and make a lot of noise?
It could.
Yes, sir. Would it be in the dynamite family?
Yeah, it would be in the dynamite family.
Is it dynamite?
Yeah, that's dynamite. That's what we were talking about here, that dynamite.
I don't know anybody else in the dynamite family.
What do you think Mrs. Stone does with dynamite?
I think that Mrs. Stone sells dynamite.
You're absolutely right. Very nicely done. Bennett, if you opened the door on that, I knew we were finished, because as attractive and lovely a lady as Mrs. Stone, you would hardly ever think of being a dynamite salesman, but Mrs.
Looks
Stone
like dynamite herself to me.
She's dynamite herself.
How do you sell it, Mrs.
She was
Stone?
door to door. She's with the Atlas Powder Company, and she goes around to coal mines and quarries and contractors and says, how's the dynamite supply today, fella? Huh? And he says, well, I shot most of it off last week. And says, I'll let you have a bit more.
She's a
That's the
polar
way-
dynamite man.
Yeah, real. Actually, you started in the road business and learned about explosives there, and now he's a dynamite salesman. That keeps you jumping.
Yeah.
Where do you go from dynamite to TNT and then on up to nuclear fission?
Yeah.
Maybe, hope not.
I hope not. We stay where we are. Well, thank you very much, ma'am.
Yes.
It was nice to have you as a
Nice
guest.
meeting you, sir.
Good to see. We'll meet tonight's mystery guest in just...
Stay tuned. There's more Black and White Overnight coming right up. Picasso. Van Gogh. Lonnie. Win, Lose, or Draw, premiering April 15th at 11:30 a.m. Eastern on Game Show Network.
There was 2 of them. One was all red. They took all my condiments. The relish, spicy mustard.
The red one, crazy hair, cartoon teeth.
Yeah, big googly eyes.
It sounds like the whammy, all right. Ask any questions?
Yeah, he said, who played Bob Newhart's wife in the Bob Newhart show? I said, Joyce DeWitt.
Wrong. Suzanne Plachette. No wonder he took all your money and covered you in crazy string. Next time, yell big bucks, no whammies.
Watch out, it's back. Whammy, the all-new Press Your Luck, premiering April 15th only on Game Show Network.
Whammy, I got one right over there. Wow, look at the size of that purse.
Who were you expecting? Santa Claus? Thank heavens, Classic Hollywood Squares has arrived, premiering April 15th at 8:30 Eastern, only on Game Show Network.
Botulism.
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 Botulism. Botulism.
Botulism.
Botulism.
Botulism. Botulism.
Salmonella.
Game Show Network. Whammy, the all-new Press Your Luck is coming to Game Show Network April 15th, and you could win playing the Big Bucks and More Big Bucks sweepstakes. Register now at GameShowNetwork.com, then play interactively, and you could win $5,000.
Wow!
Or a big buck.
Wow!
Or a lovely pair of bucks.
Wow.
It's the Big Bucks and More Big Bucks sweepstakes April 15th through 19th. Go to GameShowNetwork.com for rules and registration. Watch, play, and you could win a lot of dough.
Get it? Go!
Special feature of our program, the appearance of our mystery challenger, for which my friends on the panel, as you know, are always blindfolded. Blindfolds in place, panel?
Yes, sir. John.
Good. Will you enter mystery challenger and sign in, please? All right, panel, as you know, in the case of our mystery guest, one question at a time, in turn moving clockwise, and we will begin things with Bennett Cerf.
Well, those wolf calls from the audience usually mean that the mystery guest is a young lady. Are you?
Yes.
Miss Kilgallen.
Is your real first name Norma?
No.
1 down and 9 to go, Mr. Randall.
Are you one person?
I sure am.
Miss Francis.
Are you in a picture that is about to open or has just opened on Broadway?
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Cerf.
That's kind of a babyish voice. Are you in the younger bracket? By that I mean under 30.
Yes.
Miss Kilgallen.
Do you play nightclubs?
No.
3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Randall.
Are you best known for TV?
Yes.
Miss Francis.
Are you at the present time playing in a TV series?
No.
4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Do you ever sing or dance as part of your work?
Yes.
Miss Kilgallen.
Do you make records?
Yes.
Mr. Randall.
But are you primarily a comedian?
No.
5 down and 5 to go, Miss Francis.
You could be.
Yes.
Are you therefore primarily a singer?
Not primarily.
That makes it 6 down and 4 to go, Mr. Cerf.
You go from a baby voice to a rather sophisticated one. Are you one of these rock and rollers?
No, not primarily, no.
Well, I think, with your permission, since this does play a part in your identification, we will let that go as a qualified yes, if it's all right with you. All right? Fine. Miss Kilgallen?
Are you a folk singer?
No.
7 down and 3 to go, Mr. Randall.
Have you got a job at the present time?
Oh, that was really a question?
Well, yeah. Actually, you didn't mean that as a real question, did you?
I meant, is she currently appearing anywhere? That's what I meant.
I mean, right at the moment,
Yes.
engaged in a...
Something we might see in this locale.
Well, what would I say?
Well, it's a hard question to answer, because if you meant specifically in terms of tomorrow, say, rather than a week from tomorrow, or yesterday instead of a week from yesterday, we'd have to answer one way. If you mean appearing with some frequency, then we would have to say yes, right? All right, Miss Francis?
I don't know where you ended up.
I think she's about to open in a show. That's what I feel is certain.
Yes.
Or it's just closing.
Now, are you about to appear in a play, a musical?
No.
8 down and 2 to go, Mr. Cerf. Well, Charlie.
Rock and roll, my son has a great favorite, and I'm going to take a chance. Your first name, sometimes used for a boy's name?
Yes.
Joey Heatherton.
That's right.
All right. You really got it.
I'd like to thank my son Chris for this.
Yeah. Well,
I'm a friend of your father's.
I'll write Chris a note.
I'm a friend of your father's.
I know.
Well, a lot of us, particularly of Tony's years and my years, remember your dad, who was one of the great pioneers and stars of radio and then in television, Ray Heatherton. And I particularly would like to note that this young lady went down to Santo Domingo with Bob Hope.
That's right.
And she will be going with Bob Hope out to Vietnam this Christmas to entertain our soldiers overseas, and that's great. That's great. And may you have all the success and affection your good father has earned, and may I say you never will travel under better auspices than those of Robert Hope. He's a great man, as you know.
You're right.
And thank you, Joe. It's
Thank
very
you
nice
very
to
much.
meet you.
Miss Heatherton, the last time...
A splendid recovery panel, so I'll have to give you some congratulations. We'll have another contestant after this word.
Stay tuned. There's more Black and White Overnight coming right up.
12-inch master. Slam it, jam it to the pump, the funk.
Watch out, it's back. Whammy, the all-new Press Your Luck. Premiering April 15th, only on Game Show Network.
Would you do this to a $1,000 leather sofa? Ouch! Of course not. But accidents do happen, and we can fix them like new with Liquid Leather. It'll make that ruined sofa, this damaged briefcase, this torn leather jacket, all like new again. And it's so easy to do. Just fill in the sore spot with the high-tech urethane compound with perfectly matched color. Cover with the finishing patch and let dry. Remove, and you have a perfect match that lasts forever. It's great for vinyl and Naugahyde, too. Use it to fix that ugly crack on your dashboard. Just apply and let dry. It works every time. You get all the colors you need, along with an easy-to-follow mixing chart that shows you how to perfectly match any color. Even these ruined $90 pumps can be made like new. Just apply and let dry. $600 to replace this vinyl car top? No way. Just apply and let dry. $370 for a new car seat? Not a chance. Just apply and let dry. How about this expensive floor? Not a problem. Just apply and let dry. You never need heat or special tools. Just apply and let dry for a perfect match that lasts forever. You'd gladly pay $70, even $80 for this little miracle that can save you hundreds. Liquid Leather is just $19.95. But it gets even better. Order now with your credit card and get Insta Fabric absolutely free. It works like a charm to repair tears and cigarette burns on any kind of fabric or upholstery to just like new. Use Liquid Leather for 30 days. If you're not 100% satisfied, return it for a refund. Either way, keep Insta Fabric as a free gift. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Have your credit card ready and call 1-800-431-9229 to order Liquid Leather for just $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Or send check or money order to Liquid Leather, P.O. Box 66, Marlboro, Massachusetts, 01752. For faster delivery, call 1-800-431-9229.
A Jackson Pollock painting once sold for $10.5 million. A Picasso self-portrait was bought for over $43 million. A Japanese businessman paid $82.5 million for a Van Gogh. Tim drew this and won $5 grand. It pays to be an artist. Win, Lose, or Draw, premiering April 15th at 11:30 a.m. Eastern on Game Show Network.
Sputnik.
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 Sputnik. Sputnik.
Sputnik. Sputnik.
Sputnik.
Sputnik. Sputnik.
Sputnik. Sputnik. Sputnik.
Sputnik. Sputnik. Sputnik.
Sputnik.
Skylab?
Game Show Network.
All right, now to meet our final contestant. Will you enter and sign in, please? Eleanor Kane, right, ma'am? All right, is it Miss or Mrs. Kane?
Miss.
Miss Kane, and where are you from?
New York City.
New York City. All right, Miss Kane, may I present our panel? And if you'll join me over here, why, we'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, I will admit we're being tricky, and we have perhaps 3.5 minutes to see what you can do. We'll tell you that Miss Kane is self-employed and deals in a service, and we'll begin with Dorothy Kilgallen.
Could I use your service, Miss Kay?
I think so.
Could Mr. Randall?
Yes.
You're quite sure about him, aren't you?
Reasonably.
Well,
You may be, Miss Kane.
If we had need of your service, would we go to you rather than ringing you up and summoning you?
You would have to take the initiative to utilize the service, yes.
All right. If we took the initiative, would she come to us?
no.
Specifically and in person, no. That's 1 down and 9 to go, Mr. Randall.
It would seem that the majority of your clients are men, is that correct?
No.
No, it would be hard to set an exact figure, but I would say the purpose is that the interest would be both male and female. Miss Francis?
It is a service equally useful to men and women, and you are contacted for this service. Is that what we've
No, well, we
arrived
did the
at so far?
You have to take the
We have
initiative
take
to
the
get
initiative
the service.
in
yes.
order to get the service. If we got the service, is it possible that you or somebody that is in your employ might come to our homes to deliver this service? No.
3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Sir.
Does the service that you perform, Miss Kane, do people good either mentally or physically?
Excuse me?
Does
it
the service
do
you
the people
perform...
that you're serving some good either mentally or physically?
I hope so, yes.
Here, in the sense of, again, of if you require a service and it's satisfactory, you get a sense of well-being. Go ahead, Ben.
Do you buy or advise? Do you buy things for people or advise them in any way?
No, I would say no.
No, I'd say no. 4 down and 6 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Is there anything entertaining about your work?
I would say yes.
You would? Then I would agree with you. Are you in the communications field?
Yes.
Are you in radio?
No.
5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Randall.
Are you an entertainer?
Not in the
No.
sense as it's used. 6 down and 4 to go, Miss Francis.
And you are not in television?
No.
And you are not in a theater?
No.
But you are in communications. Do you have anything to do with is the telephone part of your job?
No.
No. 7 down and 3 to go, Mr. Sir.
Is it transportation or tourism any part of your
No.
job?
8 down and 2 to
singing
go.
telegram.
Well, I'm going to turn the cards over because you're jumping on. What is it, Dorothy?
Is she a writer?
Yes. Right. Good. But more specifically, Dorothy, sharing journalism with you, Miss Kane is a football writer. She writes 2 football columns, one directed at women to explain football to them, and then she writes for the Football News, which is a newspaper.
You should
for
explain
the
football to the
fraternity.
2 New York professional teams.
Yeah, what was the matter with the Giants?
Well, I think that on balance, we really stumped them, and congratulations for a unique occupation for a lovely young
very
lady.
much.
Nice to have you. Once again, Tony, it's nice to have had you with us,
Thank
sir.
you.
And good night, Dorothy Kilgallen.
Good night, John. Good night, Tony. Please come again.
I will indeed. Thank you. Good night, Arlene, wherever you are.
Here I am. Good night, Bennett, dear.
Night. I only like to say one thing about that pretty football writer. She better dig up a field goal kicker for the New York Giants, or it's going to be too bad.
I thought you were going to say something about
Good
a
night,
forward
John.
pass.
Good night, Bennett. Bennett's going to be in Bridgeport this week. Lock the house. And thanks for being with us on What's My Line?
What's My Line is a CBS Television Network production in association with Mark Goodson and Bill Todman. This is Johnny Olson speaking.
Door number 1, door